Good afternoon. Today we are here to announce the formation of San Bernardino Residents for Responsible Government, which is a committee made up of concerned residents, business owners, and community leaders. On April 29th, San Bernardino Residents for Responsible Government filed a notice of intent to circulate a recall petition for all 7 members of the San Bernardino City Council, Mayor Patrick Morris, and City Attorney James Pittman. Our group has begun efforts to gather enough signatures of registered voters in the City of San Bernardino to qualify for a recall on the November 5th citywide ballot. The reasons for this recall effort are simple. The City Council, Mayor, and City Attorney of San Bernardino must be held accountable for the current condition of the city. We were ranked the worst managed city earlier this year by Financial News Media. We are experiencing 14.5% unemployment. We currently have a $45 million budget shortfall. And despite 2 years of warnings about possible bankruptcy, our city leadership did not implement any significant strategy or course of correction. And as we all know, we were forced to declare bankruptcy on July 10th, 2012. Which is the culmination of the failings of our city government. We need new leadership, and this is the best way to go about it. We are here today to urge every concerned resident of San Bernardino to sign the petitions, talk with your neighbors, and encourage your friends to have them sign them as well. It is clear our current leadership is incapable of making the decisions that will help move our city forward. This committee realizes that it is up to concerned residents to force a change, and we must use the ballot box to remove those from office that have proven they cannot lead.
So not only do we have a slow response from the police department, not only do we get a slow response from the fire department, we also have a delayed response from our community members who are afraid of this monstrosity. People who are afraid to come out and say enough is enough. So we're here today to say we're not afraid. We are here in efforts of your cause, in efforts to do a total recall. That's right, a total recall from the mayor, the district attorney, and all the 7 city council members. That's right, they all have to go because they're all responsible for the neglect of the city, a reduction in availability and effectiveness of the city services, dangerous reductions in police and fire personnel, delinquency in pensions, payments to cow pairs, out-city bonds rating have been cut, longer police response times, unfixed potholes and streetlights, parks and public places filled with trash, graffiti, nuisances, crimes. We know the familiar story, the struggles of the city. We have to change it. In order to change it, we have to stand up. We should not be afraid of our city council members, our mayors, our district attorneys. Let's move forward and change the city of San Bernardino. We can do this. We can take back our city. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Join us in this effort and taking back the city of San Bernardino.
This is about our future, the future of San Bernardino's families and future generations to come. This is about us. For 21 years, I've lived and experienced the city's downward spiral myself, and no one on city council has been able to stop it. There are no unified goals. Everyone is out for their own interests, their own wards. This mentality of mine and my own is the reason why our city council can't come together to make decisions that benefit San Bernardino as a whole. This is why young people in the city are numb to the fact that there are people around us dying, getting jumped, killed, stabbed, raped, all manner of brutal things. And everybody just goes on about their lives thinking, oh, it's not me or somebody I know, so it's fine, it's okay. But it's not. It's not okay, because it's only a matter of time until someone you know ends up being one of the statistics growing up here. I care deeply about our city, along with many of my friends. Here I am right here. I live here. I go to school here at Cal State San Bernardino. And I'm telling you here that we, the youth, we have a voice and we have a stake in this city. But I believe in the potential we have as a city. I believe in us, San Bernardino. I believe we can be every bit as beautiful as our neighboring flourishing cities, and even more so. The leaders of this community have divided us and failed us. We are nothing to them. I thought that we, the youth, were supposed to be this city's future. If we are nothing, then this city has no future. Now we, the city, must do our part to fix this mess because the current leadership is incapable. I am in favor of the recall because our city is dying. To me, this recall stresses the importance of keeping the leaders accountable. However, we, the residents and voters, need to be kept accountable as well. This is a wake-up call, San Bernardino. I mean that. Wake up! Open your eyes, ears, and minds to the fact that these times are changing, and our city's in dire need of that. My friends and I are committed to getting more residents of the whole city out to vote and have their voices heard, just like I'm speaking to you right now. We need new leaders who can prove to us that they care for us. This is a pivotal moment in our history, San Bernardino. Don't waste it.
Ladies and gentlemen, San Bernardino is in a bankruptcy that could have been avoided with proper leadership. Simply put, our elected city leaders have not exercised their fiscal responsibility. They have made a series of bad decisions. They have failed to take the time and really understand the consequences of their financial actions. This group of elected officials is not only incapable of working together, but they are unable to work with any other city departments or service. The city council meetings are contentious, unprofessional, and quite simply a disgrace. If you've ever attended a city council meeting, you know that conflict has become a standard practice during council meetings. Decisions about public policy during the meetings often descend into name-calling and bitter personal attacks. Mass departures from the city over the past year have taken place, including the interim city manager, director of finance, human resources, public works, parks and recreation, and refuge departments. Do we have any department heads left in the city? This is a difficult time for San Bernardino, and we need to find leaders who can act professionally and make difficult decisions. We are asking the residents of San Bernardino to take back control of their city and the future. We ask them to sign the petitions and urge their neighbors and friends to sign the petitions as well. Recall them all and get the city back to the citizens on November 5th. We need to recall, we need to reform, and we really need to rebuild San Bernardino.